Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the November 6th, 1994 edition of Wrestling Challenge Review. We are fast approaching, probably about maybe, what, 25 more of these at most available as of right now. Adam Bomb and Mabel versus Barry Horowitz and Reno Riggins opening us up. Adam Bomb and Mabel, an interesting tag team, basically trying to get both guys who don't have much direction something to do. Maybe team them up and make them a tag team championship run here or something of that general nature. Adam Bomb in there with to start off with Barry Horowitz, using some power, getting him riled up back when lockups meant something and things were pretty basic. Double arm drag, Japanese style by Mabel. Mabel is more agile on his feet than maybe at any other time in his career here in this run. And certainly Adam Bomb manages to hit the pump handle meltdown slam, and maybe the idea of them challenging for the tag team titles could be a big thing. Anyway, hype for the Survivor Series up next, and Chuck Norris is basically announced as being the um, special guest referee going forward. Undertaker doesn't seem to care about this, but promises that Yokozuna will in fact rest in peace going forward into that, and ultimately they are plugging the heck out of Survivor Series 94. I've never been a Survivor Series fan. I think it's the weakest pay-per-view concept that WWE came up with during its first, 10 years of doing pay-per-views, but um, some people like it anyway. Uh, the digging up of a grave at the bequest of IRS, and the removal of a headstone, and all sorts of other interesting things in preparation for the feud with The Undertaker is coming up here. Undertaker and Yokozuna highlights are also aired during the special report. Double J versus Steve King. Steve King, a New England independent guy, and also a standout of the school of Killer Kowalski at the time. Irish whip into the buckles, and Jarrett, who is his main opponent, hits a slingshot suplex, and Jeff Jarrett kind of getting him to bounce back a little bit, trying to get as much of an advantage as he possibly can here. Jarrett also managing to get a dropkick under the chin, and eventually gets the figure four leg lock. Jeff Jarrett in reasonably solid control going forward, and ultimately managing to we go to the event center. Still talking about Madison Square Garden on the 26th of November, which happens to be the night where Diesel wins the World Championship. So a big deal there. Jerry Lawler against Gary Scott. Don't know if, and Lawler comes out with his midgets, Cheesy, Queasy, and Sleazy, which I think one of them, I think it was Queasy, maybe, does some independence around the time across the northeast part of the United States. Lawler, though, managing to go against Gary Scott here, and managing to be pretty assertive and all of that. Lawler manages punch kick and takes a couple of bumps for the enhancement talent before hitting him with a pile driver. Bret Hart promises that he's going to eradicate Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund needs to pass the torch, basically, is the inference from Bret Hart. Also going to have a corner man submission style match. Bob Backlund has requested that their Survivor Series match be a submission style match a couple weeks ahead of the Survivor Series here. Heavenly Bodies against Ben Jordan and Tony Roy. And, Heavenly Bodies at the time going around with the Bushwhackers and the Smoking Guns, depending on which house show they're on. Really basic stuff here. Jimmy Del Rey getting some more of the power maneuvers. Double team by the team of the Heavenly Bodies. And ultimately pretty basic maneuvers here along the way. Tag off to Dr. Tom Pritchard. Jim Cornette is at ringside somewhere, although sometimes blocked out by the referee's view. Anyway, modified DDT, moonsault, and the win for the Heavenly Bodies. Heavenly Bodies never did look quite as good as they did at that SummerSlam 1993 edition on a national deal. Wednesday night, November 23rd, is the Survivor Series 94 time frame, and kind of have all the elimination matches, the tease, and what ends up being the breakup of Shawn Michaels and Diesel after almost, well, more than a year, maybe a year and a half, something like that. Anyway, Survivor Series report is what closes there. Then we've got the 1-2-3 Kid against Todd Mata, a new Bret Hart New Generation commercial with a kid in the hallway being impressed by Bret Hart. 1-2-3 Kid and Todd Mata, very basic match. A couple of hip tosses and basic maneuvers there, and ultimately managing to catch him there along the way. Top rope leg drop and a win for the 1-2-3 Kid. We will be back with more right after this.